Hello everyone, it's Implode. I've been working the past week on recordings for this video. I asked a few players, what is it that you want to know about any Digimon? And they said, we want to know if it is worth using that Digimon. Is that Digimon any good? What about in comparison to other Digimon? Let's see if we can try to answer these questions. First, we're going to take a look at this Digimon's stats. Please note that my Lucemon is only 128. But if your Lucemon is 129, it should have somewhere around 7.9k health, 2.7k attack. Lucemon's base attack speed is somewhere around 2.3, which is average for Digimon with mid-range to high attack. With attack speed necklace and burst ultimate wings deck buff, it should be somewhere around 1.29 attack speed. Most joggers Digimon have around 1.1 to 1.3 attack speed. There's a handful of joggers Digimon who go out of that range, but mostly they stay in 1.1 to 1.3. Comparing Lucemon to other virus joggers Digimon, Moon Millenniumon has a 2.6k attack base with attack speed, necklace, neck, and burst ultimate wings deck buff. You get around 1.155 attack speed and a base HP of 9.8k. With Millenniumon, you have 2.2 attack base, and with attack speed, neck, and burst ultimate wings, you get like a 1.095 attack speed and a base HP of 7.7k. Now let's compare to Death Xmon, who has a 2.6k attack base and 8.1k base HP. With attack speed necklace and attack speed buff, you can get 1.2 attack speed. Next up, let's compare the infamous Beelzemon. He has a base attack of around 700, but is known for one of the lowest attack speeds in the game at 0.55 with burst ultimate wings and necklace. Beelzemon's HP is around 5.4k. So as you can see from the comparison of stats, you're trading off either HP or some attack for some attack speed, or you're trading off some of your other stats for others. So honestly, you can't really say that one Digimon is honestly way better than the other. It's just some are better used in certain situations than others. At least that's how I see it. Some raids you just want more health. Other raids you want more attack speed so that you can dodge. And there's of course those raids where you just want as much attack as you can possibly get in a short span, so that way you get that #1 rank. But that is of course me excluding X Digimon like AOX and Omni-X. Just dominate in every way. They have way too much HP, attack. Yeah, they're just too good. One shocking thing I discovered while using this Digimon. I was not expecting it. Honestly, I thought this Digimon was okay, like mid-range okay, but it did manage to beat an AOX on BDG, but that's probably because of attribute damage. So I just wanted to test solo on this Digimon, show you some stats too. With buffs, I get around 16k attack, and my HP is around 25k for now. I'm not using an HP gear or anything. This is my attribute damage gear. With double Zerker, I get just barely above 20k attack with this Digimon, which it's pretty decent. It's okay. I just wanted to test to see how fast could I finish this Devimon boss without any attribute damage. I finished somewhere around 30.2 seconds, but that was with me ASABing F1 and F2. I have no clue if F1 or F2 ASAB is better, or if you're supposed to spam both, or if even the normal attacks is better. So let's have a look at that. First up, we have F1 ASAB. I'm now watching it as I'm editing the video. Honestly, I'm quite shocked. It seems that ASAB F1 is actually better than ASAB F1 and F2. And now I'm watching the video with you. This is just normal attacks. And I'm even more shocked, because turns out ASABing at all is a bad idea. I remember for the longest time, this Digimon was known for having one of the highest skill damages in the game. Especially on the F2. The F2 was known to have the highest skill damage. And here it is. It can't ASAB, or I shouldn't say it can't ASAB, but it's not worth it. I'm gonna double check our time here. Make sure we're getting a accurate reading for our ASAB F1, F2, or at least see if we can beat that time, and then we're just gonna use the better time for comparison. So we did get a better time, 26 seconds this time. It's about 4 seconds apart. Despite it being 26 seconds, it still doesn't beat normal attacks. Normal attacks hit somewhere around 25. And now we're gonna see how it compares to F2 ASAB and see if we get a better recording. Maybe F2 ASAB will beat normal attacks? And as it passes the 25-second mark, the answer is no. I will say that as I was ASABing with this Digimon on Server Continent, it definitely felt like this Digimon did not ASAB as well as other ones that I've tested. Even over this footage, you can tell when I use a skill, the HP actually just freezes in place. It's almost like you're not even dealing damage at all in that time period. It's quite awful. And then the HP afterwards doesn't really drop by a chunk or any significant amount that makes it seem worthwhile. So while I've been using this Digimon for the past week, yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't go so well with ASAB, just because it did feel like time was paused every time you used a skill. But honestly, I have no idea how it would end up, because the last couple videos, it never ended up any way that I ever thought it would. I'm going to check again and just ASAB some more, throw in some more normal attacks on a different boss. We're going to be trying out against chickens. I think I'm just gonna play some music over the rest, and you guys can enjoy watching.
It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you don't recognize who you traumatize me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go. Let your heart break sometimes. It's better to leave behind. This is your last, you'll find. Let your heart break sometimes. Let your heart break sometimes. Let your heart break sometimes. I've adored the time I had lived in this fantasy. Now I'm looking for a way to better me, a remedy. I look at myself, so wonder why you recognize who traumatized me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go.
Hello everyone, I'm back, and it seems that normal attacks have once again done the best. But what is surprising is that spamming keys was longer than using F1 ASAP. I'm not sure if you noticed, but in this test, I was using Virus Master High. It's a memory skill that increases your skill damage by 10%. And I think it made the difference. Well, now that we know that ASABing with F1 seems to be a little bit more worth it than ASABing with F2, I'm gonna try to throw some points into F1, make it 15 out of 15, test with it, and see if with Virus Master and maxed out F1, if that's actually better. So as you can see, I'm showing you that I have 15 out of 15 on F2 and 12 out of 15 on F1. It costs 2 skill points to raise a level on these skills, so it's really cheap. And here we are, we're gonna test it, see and cross your fingers that maybe this might be better than auto-attacking. What do you guys think? You think that this might be better than auto-attacking? Or do you think auto-attacking is still gonna remain dominant? I don't know. And also do keep in mind that there is a better memory skill. It raises skill damage by 15%. It's Darkness Master, I believe. It's better. Here we are, ASABing with F2 and F1 again, just to double check. Depending on the results of this, I might ASAB with F2 alone, but I don't know. I doubt it will do better. We just decreased the damage and ASABing with it shouldn't have changed. Back on the previous footage, so before F1 and F2 ASAB got around 34 seconds. This one shows 35, so it did get worse to just do 15 out of 15 F1. Now we're gonna look over spamming F1 ASAB with our maxed F1 at 1515 and see if it does any better. I don't know. Let's see. So looking back at spamming F1 ASAB, we got around 31.8 seconds with 12 out of 15. On this video clip, we got around 31.6, so it's like a 0.2 second difference. It still wasn't not enough to beat normal attacks, which is still at 30 seconds. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, because I mean, going up 3 levels, 3 points in a skill, especially a skill that doesn't do much damage, doesn't make too much of a difference. It helps a little bit, but it looks like the main way to do DPS with this Digimon is just pure normal attacks, and spamming keys seem to actually make DPS longer? I don't know, maybe we'll have to check that out again. As you can see in the previous clip, seems that at least spamming keys does not help, at least with this Digimon. Maybe I'm not doing it fast enough, up to you to decide that, but I'm getting results where spamming keys does not look good. It looks like it's actually worse, unless, I don't know, like I said, maybe you could spam the keys faster. But I noticed with some Digimon, it does make quite a difference. Apocalymon, it does not even change it at all. But for Armadamon or Arma, I don't know how you pronounce it. That one, it got better when you spam the keys. That Digimon's DPS goes up crazy. This one, it doesn't seem to be working. So in this next couple clips, I'm gonna try to figure out how long the animations are, how long the animation is for the F1 and the F2, and I'm showing you how I kind of edit my videos and how I determine times. I kind of go frame by frame and I try to get as accurate as possible. I try to look for the start of the animation and then the very end of it, and sometimes it's a little hard to find and sometimes it's easy. But yeah, you can see here, so I'm trying to determine what is the animation time for F1. How long does that animation last? It seems to be averaging around 2.6 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. Yeah, maybe a 3-second long animation, because Lucemon, he kind of turns a little bit to the side, and then he blows this big flame out, and then there's like a very tiny brief point where he's kind of just standing there before he begins to actually do anything else. So here we got F2 going, and I can estimate it's around 4.1 to 4 seconds. The first one is, it's the same clip, but the first time is determined by when Lucemon turns to face Tanamon, and then the timer starts then. And then the other timer starts when Lucemon begins F2 animation. None of these times are perfect, it's just an estimation. Hopefully that helps. So knowing the length and the time of the animations doesn't seem like a very big thing, but the way how you could think about it is that I dealt 127,000 damage with F2. Maximum with Virus Master, skill damage buff, and so 127,000 damage in 4 seconds. That's how you can think about it. So you guys can find out for yourself how much damage are you dealing with your skills, and then just think about it like, okay, I dealt this much damage in 3 seconds, this much damage in 4 seconds. Compare it to your auto attacks, and then you'll know which is better. Just use your attack speed and the damage that you dealt from your auto attack as a comparison against animation time and the skill damage. And it'll help you guys figure out, you know, what is better for you, what works better for your DPS. So what we've seen from this video is that the best way to probably use Lucemon is just to use normal attacks. A little weird as that is, since Lucemon is known for its high skill damage and its squishy HP. I guess that's changed ever since the Joggers update, but yeah, I recommend probably not wasting 15 out of 15 Digiskill codes on this Digimon. Not quite yet. Maybe when the 20 max skill level comes out. Maybe. Maybe, but I don't know. The ASAB from this Digimon, you saw it freezes, the health just stops, and it doesn't feel worth it. So normally I would recommend having Virus Master or a Darkness Master skill damage to increase your skill damage with this Digimon, but since ASAP is out of the question, just don't even bother. Don't even bother with any of that. I guess if anything, just have a memory skill to help you survive. A defense one would be better, and having something like regen, or having something like hand of healing if you want to be a support healer, but I don't know, I feel like maybe that won't be a good idea for this Digimon. But you could give it a try, and it could probably work. Yeah, it probably would work. With HP gear, you can just run it. Actually, now that I think about it, only running handy healing support on Lucemon probably is a bad idea. You have your rookie, then you have your champion / ultimate mega, and then you have your burst mode, and that's it. You need kind of like 4 forms to cycle out the cooldowns. If you have only 3, you're not gonna be able to spam evolve back to back. So it's probably not ideal to run handy healing. I mean, you can spam clicking evolving all you want and devolving, but after 3 forms of evolving and then you go back down to rookie, that one on rookie is gonna be on cooldown. You're gonna have to wait, and you could die, your teammates could die in that time period. So it's probably better to run it on something like XPmon or Impmon. A lot of people like doing that. Just put all your handy healings up to Mega, and then after that, then you just run your regen on your burst mode, so that way when you do dungeons solo, or you do dungeons with friends, and then they don't have enough DPS, and you can't skip skill, then you can use your regen to keep yourself alive. That's typically what people do. So probably the best bet is just to run regen with a defense buff on Lucemon Satan mode, just to keep yourself alive. That would be your best way to use him, at least in my opinion. That's what I think. So is Lucemon worth getting? Is it worth getting 5 out of 5? Is it worth cloning this Digimon? Well, personally, in my opinion, I would rather still probably go for that Impmon. Impmon is really easy to hatch, easy to just get your hands on and get going in the game. He doesn't require some Gehenna, he doesn't require some amazing burst mode item that's super rare, and I guess, yeah, that's the only thing that makes it worth getting. Just get the Gehenna to get the burst ultimate wings deck buff. Cause Beelzemon is just gonna outdamage Lucemon in my opinion. But if you are going to use Lucemon, because Lucemon has a higher attack stat than attack speed, you're definitely gonna want to go 5 out of 5 if you're going to use this Digimon. 4 out of 5 might be able to be, yeah, you might be okay. That or a growth fruit. If I were to recommend this Digimon for a dungeon, I would say only BDG. That's where this Digimon is really gonna shine. But I would not really bring this Digimon anywhere else. I mean, you can, if you want to. I'm not gonna stop you. It's up to you. And, of course, if you have a favorite Digimon, and Lucemon is your favorite Digimon, by all means, go for this Digimon. It's not the worst Digimon there is, just every Digimon has their place in the game, and Lucemon, yeah, it's an interesting one. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this video. Do you want more videos where I kind of do more in-depth looks on Digimon like this, and try to look at their cooldowns, damage, skills, animations, and try to determine the best way to use them? You can also tell me what Digimon you want me to review next, if there is one. I was thinking about trying Moon Millenniumon. I am curious if maxing F1 is better than maxing F2, because you are using F1 more. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you in the next video.